besties, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be making okra and ogbono soup. This soup is one of the healthy meal every Nigerian needs to have a taste of. This soup is very healthy and it can be paired with different swallow of your choice. So in order to prepare this meal, I already prep all the ingredients for the cooking, and it's advisable you do so as this helps the cooking really faster with less stress. So in order to make this okra soup, I have prepped all the ingredients which I'll be using to make this soup, and here are all the ingredients which I'll be using in making this soup. Firstly, here I have okra. My okra is washed properly and diced nicely, and here you can see this is a beef. This is a smoked beef. So I have cut them into slices. This meat has been laying in my fridge for as long as I can remember, but today I decided to make good use of it in making this okra soup. And here is my red oil which I'll be using in making this soup. Here also I have ogbono. The ogbono seed has been grounded. I'm using ogbono for this okra soup because I want a bit of volume for this soup. I don't just want to cook only okra, I'm adding ogbono to it. So here also is crayfish, and here is my okporoko stockfish which I'll be using for this soup. Here also I have grounded my pepper, and here is dawa. If you make use of this, you will know that this combo is a banger. They are really super nice when you're making okra ogbono soup. So I'm making use of both of them. This is ukbe, the small one on top are ukbe, and this one is dawa, the flat one. And here I have my vegetable. I have picked, I have plucked, washed and cut into this size. So this is the fish which I'll be using, is washed and cut nicely. So guys, that's it for the ingredients, and stick to let me take you through on how I make this mouth-watering okra soup. You don't want to miss this step. Firstly, in a clean pot, I'm going to be adding the smoked beef into the pot. Then next, I'll be adding the washed stockfish, and I will go in to add the diced onions. I will add in enough so this can go round and steam up the meat to bring out more juiciness out of it. Next, I went in with salt, and the next thing I added is my nut cubes. Feel free to use any spice of your choice while making this. I'll be adding one of the nut cubes and sprinkle it around. Then I will add in some of my blended pepper. This is also to give the meat and the stock a nice taste. If you have tried using pepper in your meat stock, do let me know, because the taste for me is really nice. If you have not tried it, try using it. So next I went in with my smoked fish. I broke them into pieces, then used hot water to wash it properly. Then I went on to add water for steaming the meat. I'll cover the pot, then cook until the meat and the fish stock is really tender. So now that the meat and the fish stock have been cooking for 10 minutes, I went to open the pot to check for salt and spice, but the spice and salt is really stable and okay. So I went on to add a cup of water to the stock and let it cook for some minutes. Then I went on to add the fresh fish into the pot and cook for extra few minutes. So remember, this soup can be cooked using two different methods. That is the frying method and the boiling method. But the method I'm going to be using today is the boiling method. You can choose to use the frying method or the boiling method. Each method will still give you a great outcome. But today, let's use the boiling method because it is my preference. Also note that the okra or ogbono can be cooked separately. You can either cook okra or you cook ogbono. Yes, but the two usually is paired together, and that's why I am cooking the both of them. So now that the fish is done, I'll be taking the mackerel fish out from the pot, leaving behind the meat and the stock fish. This is to prevent the mackerel fish from scattering inside the pot. You don't want that. So after taking out the mackerel fish, I poured in the red oil. I let the oil cook for a while before adding the grounded ogbono seed into the pot. Some choose to dissolve theirs with oil or preferably turn it into powdered form, but for me, I have never had issue or ever been bothered about my ogbono not dissolving, no matter the method I'm using in cooking my ogbono soup. So mine dissolved immediately I add it into my cooking. So once my ogbono is dissolved completely in the pot, I went on to add the next ingredient, which is the blended fresh pepper. My pepper is really spicy hot, and I added enough because I have been craving for something really spicy. So when I was turning the soup, I noticed the ogbono is not really drooling just the way I wanted it to. So in order to get what I really want for the soup, I went ahead to blend some parts of the okra that I'll be using for making the soup. I added in some water and blended to get a very drooling paste. So this method really helps if you really want a drooling ogbono soup. So once I added in the blended okra, I poured in the remaining onion, the grounded okra and crayfish with the remaining sliced okra. I turned the soup so all the ingredients will be well combined properly. At this point, it is time to add the mackerel fish which I removed earlier on. So this is the safe and the best time to add your steamed mackerel fish. So I poured in the mackerel and add in the remaining nut cubes and salt for taste. Then turn the soup nicely so all the spices can go round the pot. So I will cook for extra 1 minute, nothing more and nothing less than 1 minute, because the okra soup is meant to be cooked slightly. You don't want to overcook it, so it will retain its freshness and taste. So at this point, the soup is really ready to be served, if only you are not adding vegetable to your soup. But I have ugu leaf which I'll be adding to mine, and I'll be adding the shredded ugu leaf and turn and let it cook for only 2 minutes, nothing more than 2 minutes. So if you have not been taking this step whenever you are making any soup with vegetable, especially ugu leaf, that you want to retain its freshness, please try not to overcook your vegetables, as this is going to make your soup taste really fresh each time you are bringing any batch of soup you are ready to consume at a particular time. So this is how I retain its freshness until I finish the soup entirely. So if you are watching up to this moment and you've not clicked the subscribe and the like button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just give this video a thumbs up. So if you have been watching up to this very moment, thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for watching up to this moment. And if you have been watching, I believe you'd love this video. Just click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and share to your friends and loved ones, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next one. But till then, still stay safe.